warm and sunny afternoon in the Bay State of Massachusetts. EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New England Patriots.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now you look at this Patriots defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to start them out and you do that.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Amos. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's a quick throw completed by Willis. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Down back at the 34-yard line.
Willis. He'll buy some time right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Willis looking to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Willis on 3rd and goal. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little, but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Herbert now. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. He'll let this go deep for Collins. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. The shotgun snap to Willis. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Option play. Here's Robinson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Back at the 22-yard line.
To throw, here's Willis. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Boy, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting a full 8 yards on that play. The Patriots at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Willis looks to pass it here. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here's Willis. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the 1st down.
Right back to the air again with Willis. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down. And
right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
19 tight.
Back to throw, Willis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Angelo Ponds.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up first and 10 at their own 37. They begin the drive with Robinson. Shifts past him at the 45. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
To throw, here's Willis. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now Willis to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sainristil. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Caught left side, Williams. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Out of the gun, Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. Nobody's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not pulled low at all here in the first half.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Down inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Adonai Mitchell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Pats will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows to 10-0. And they'll accept that penalty. Now another shot here at the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for two.
The Patriots will line up for a two-point conversion.
They'll try and sneak it. After the penalty, they only needed a yard. They thought they could get it across. They could not.
The right play, the right call, even though it was unsuccessful. When you have 1 yard to get, how many times
count on your offense?
Exactly. How many times have we heard a team say that? If you can't get 1 yard in this situation, well, they tried it, didn't get it, but I still think it was the right play.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Now it's Herbert. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Here's Herbert. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And unable to connect. Tipped incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg, and boom, over the crossbar.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
2nd and 10. Here's Willis. Pass caught. That's Golden. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 36 yards on the play. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Willis. And a dump off here to Robinson. Able to push his way through. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now Willis. Touchdown, Patriots. And now Mitchell with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Willis will try and throw for this. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
At the 31-yard line.
Ayuk goes in motion. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and on play action, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on it there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, Herbert. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Willis. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Herbert changing things up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Down 2 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. Well, it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play. And they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, it must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Let's go now. Let's Cougar 19.
Back to throw, Willis. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
79 Broncos. Here we go.
To throw, here's Willis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And the Steelers first down.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
At the 46-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. They'll let this go deep for Collins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Play action. It's Herbert. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's a quick throw completed by Willis. Now he's into the clear again. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the tackle, Braden Smith. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 8 Warriors, 70. Ready.
Now Willis. Over the middle, he's got Golden. On the move past the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, here's Willis. And he fires one incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Patriots first down. 1st and goal.
Again, Willis to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Steelers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Now Willis to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Take Dell, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Patriots are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Pass intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Willis. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Willis will look to throw it. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Play fake. Here's Willis. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Here we go. Back. Warriors 70.
Willis looking to throw it. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Hit and drop behind the line by Dre Greenlaw.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Bronco 80.
Here's Willis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
19 Lions. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Third and goal, Willis. Checks this one down to Robinson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
Fourth down and goal.
Dragon 60.
Willis. And this is taken in by Mitchell for a Patriot touchdown. Adonai Mitchell, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Patriots have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth.
31. Steelers 3. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Butker now to kick this one away.
Brandon Ayuk on the return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of.
Picked off by D'Angelo Pons. And a terrific return as he takes this